Stan. How sad am I? Look at that. Oh, it's boiling and rolling around. Ignore the symbol, because this isn't the symbol of this glass. That's how sad I am. I've got nothing going on in my life that I have to actually look at a beer, light refreshment, and watch it swirl. Now, it isn't what you think it is, so I can't get done, can I? Don't think. It's something else. A different brew of light refreshments. Now, if I sound a little bit... or even a little bit... me and Mrs. Stan have been out for a little bit of late luncheon, and she said, Mr. Stan. I said, yes, Mr. Stan. She said, because you are such a top bloke, which of course I am, I'll drive if you want to have 2 pints of beer. I thought, okay then. So I did. It's only down the road. Very nice it was too. Can't recommend the place. Get done for that, don't you? But anyway, today's couple of videos, I'm going to do a couple of videos today. So, first of all, these are the semi-relics that I got from Military Collectables. And they are both M1898/05 bayonets used for the 8mm Mauser Gewehr 98. So the first pattern is the one here. I will take it out of its scabbard, put that one on one side for now. Ooh, I scared myself. So if you look at that, there you go. So the first pattern was known as the A/A, so small a/capital A, alter art, or older model. This lacked a flash guard and had vestigial or partial muzzle rings, often referred to as high ears. These were often ground away. This was the most common bayonet of World War I, often called the butcher blade, due to the resemblance of a butcher's knife. The steel scabbard is common with them, and this is a semi... I'll say, well, look at the little label that Military Collectables put on there, which I'll keep on. So, Gewehr 1898-05, non-sawback, some relic. So really, the only bit of damage is that, the handle on that side and the wood. Turn around the other way. You can see what it means by the high ears, vestigial muzzle ring. I can't see the... Right, so it has the crown of... I think that says Erfurt on there. Can't quite see. But that blade is actually in very good condition. Has it been painted black? I think so. Yep. I can't see any of the marks on it as it comes up on the camera. And all I've done with this simply is to rub some gun oil on it, and I think that's a really nice item. That probably would... it hasn't got a locking thing on there, so it probably wouldn't... Oh, it's just jumped there. Probably wouldn't lock in on a rifle. But still, if you want to do, I suppose you could. I'm leaving it as it is. Bit of gun oil, and a very nice item indeed. And there's the steel scabbard to go with it. Very good. I'll put that back in there. So that's the older model, or the non-sawback version. Now this one, a bit of a confusing one for me when I was doing my research. So I thought this was the second model, but I don't think it is. So it's still an 1898-05 model. It doesn't have the flash guard, as per the other one. And I'd say it's still got the high ears, just not as high, not as pronounced. No flash guard there. The flash guard's a piece of metal that runs across the top to stop the damage of the wooden or Bakelite grips. Still has its button, the release catch, which I reckon with a bit of persuasion would work that, but as they are semi-relics, I'm leaving them as they are. These pieces are loose. They should have like a sort of a staple to go through there, but I think that would be very hard to repair. Leather and steel scabbard. And all I did was run a bit of gun oil over the whole lot. The gun oil just disappeared into this leather completely. So we'll have a look at the blade itself. Oh, a bit, you couldn't have done that on cue. The end went flying off. I'll just get that. Yeah, so that'll be difficult to repair that. We'll just put that back on, slide that back on. The other ends fell off. I'm having a right nightmare, aren't I? Right, okay. Right, deal with that later, I suppose. I'll deal with it now. Deal with it now. Done. Right, we're done. So these are relic condition. So, and the little note. Gewehr, Pioneer bayonet, 1898-05, recovered from a shed, Mali, on the Somme, March 1997. And very similar condition to the other one. One side is damaged. You can see the handle there. The blade. I can't quite make out the... I'll have to put my reading glasses on. Give me a second. As always, unscripted. Unrehearsed. Crap. You can see that. It says... solid, I think. You might be able to see it in the camera. It's very difficult to read that. And it has the sawback bayonet. Again, all I've done with this is gun oiled it. And that is all I am going to do. Apparently, German POWs, when they were caught with these, were shot in a lot of cases because of the ferocity, or the ferocious looking nature of the sawback bayonet, when in fact it was a pioneer tool used for cutting wood, chopping down brush, etc, etc. I first came across an example of one of these in a museum in Australia, of all places, a little provincial museum, and I remember thinking, geez, that is a serious bit of kit, and yeah, that would cut you up a bit. So yeah, understandable. So there's my two 1898-05 semi-relic bayonets, courtesy of Military Collectibles. And this is Stan, and I will have some more light refreshments. Why not?